There's a lot going on in the world right now, especially in regards to politics, religions, and cultures. My mission is to bring more peace to your head, heart, and home. And if you're a mom, I especially call out to you because I know that you're trying to do the best you can with educating your kids. My 7-year-old Isabella and I recently started doing this thing where we're calling it Witchling School. She requested that she learn how to be a witch. I used it as an opportunity for her to learn some of the spiritual practices that I do. She's very excited about becoming a witch and wants to share. However, my family does not have the same views. I grew up Vietnamese Catholic. I believe more in Christ consciousness and oneness and do a lot of Buddhist practices. I'm aware of my family's upbringings and respect their beliefs. We believe in ceremonies and rituals just in a different way. When Bella shared that she was a witch, it really disturbed my brother in particular and his family because they are very devout Christians. I had to explain to Isabella some of the things about witches and other people's beliefs, and I hope this sheds some for you. I told her we had to be selective who we share what to. And then I also told her that witches back in the times were burned at the stake because of their belief, but they were good people. They swept the floors with a broom, they brewed up water in a cauldron, and they made potions or really herbal medicines. So they're really not witches. They're medicine women. They're nurses. They're doctors. They had cats to eat the mice that carried the plague, and so they didn't get sick. In other towns, people were getting sick, and then they wondered why these women or witches weren't. And so sometimes they get scared of something and they want to take away that power. And so they burned these people and they called them witches. My brother had good intentions when he sent me a text saying not to idealize witches and that God is the only way. So how do you separate yourself from this, still being yourself, setting your boundaries and respecting each other? I had to ask my shaman how to address this so that I can come with peace and kindness. And there's going to be lots of this amongst all of our friends and family in the next coming years. And I hope that my shaman's answers will help you come back to love and come back to compassion. So when you come across a text message or a conversation like this, it will help you find your solution. So instead of avoiding the conversation with religion, if it's more than 5 minutes, both of us are wrong. And I also asked the question, if everyone was like me, what kind of world would it be? And the answer is love. The answer to all of our problems is love and oneness. So this was really something that is great to just think about. Anything with a title is separation to the oneness of all that is created, and love is a separation from other human beings that are also divinely created. But if you identify yourself as a witch, religion, Buddhist, shaman, etc., you are using a lot of energy in a pushback. You are pushing against those humans who are different or don't see things the right way, which of course really is your way. You may find yourself in a power struggle with other human beings with a point to prove and endless philosophical conversations rather than truly enjoying the oneness of them and learning from their human experiences. Ultimately, we are to release all of our so-called differences as human beings and just be a humane being in the now moment of love and bliss. So choose love and acceptance. And it is important to have a clearing conversation with love and compassion. You can have your own opinion and respect others as well. I love the compassion exercise. So all of these things that are happening in our world right now is actually an invitation to set things right, to create the world that we want to. Sometimes these conversations, confrontations can feel uncomfortable, but if this is what is needed to clear the air, it is exactly what you're supposed to experience, and this will make your relationship better, or the relationship will fade off because it's not in alignment. So I love sending mercy to the world by just putting your hand on your heart, creating a heart, and then also doing the compassion exercise. And it only takes a few minutes. And if you send mercy into the world, into the Akashic records, somehow things will fade and dissolve on its own, come to an understanding and a place of trust, a place of love, a place of compassion, a place of wisdom, and aligned action. So the compassion exercise is something else that you can do. And what you do is don't send them love and light, but just with attention on the person, repeat and say, just like me, this person is seeking some happiness in his or her life. And then attention on the person, repeat to yourself, just like me, this person is trying to avoid suffering in his or her life. With attention on the person, repeat yourself, just like me, this person has known sadness, loneliness, and despair. And then, just like me, the person is seeking to fulfill his or her needs. And then step 5, just like me, this person is learning about life. You can send this to a situation that you feel is wrong in the world. You can send this to a person. You can send this in the past to heal. You can send this to yourself. You can send this to other beings and life forms. So may this help you come to a place of peace, and please share it. And if you have any other tips for me to help raise my little one in our truth and in our light, I would welcome it, because I'm just humaning just like you. Yeah, I'm humaning just like you. And together we can be the energy that we want to see in the world, not forcing another person, but leaning back, perhaps getting another perspective, and then taking better choices, better decisions, taking steps to move us forward and in alignment, and perhaps also just healing something. Yeah, and letting it be and dissolve on its own. It needs to come up and out, and it's about time that we get to the root of the matter and help each other out. We're not so different. We're all in this together.